guys, and welcome to a Minecraft Redstone minigame by me. Yeah, my first big Redstone project ever. So, as most of you guys know, I do really enjoy working with Redstone, playing around with it. I make little inventions and stuff all the time, and I had that little tutorial series going for a while. But this is the first time I've really made something playable, or I guess I should say enjoyable, on a server, or just in your single player account for you to use instead of like a door that you would only use if you wanted to spice up your base. But I started this project around the last week of Christmas holidays, last year I should say, I guess, since it's 2012 now, and I finished it the last week of Christmas holidays, yeah. But my teacher decided to give us all a speech assignment, a reading response, math test, a science test, and sketching for the first week of school that we got back. So I was not able to make a video until now because the speech was due like yesterday. Yes, yesterday. But now it's a PA day and I have all the time I need. So let's get into it. Rock, Paper, Scissors by MC Crafter 100. There's just a little rule board here for if you download it off the Planet Minecraft page so that you know what to do, and if you didn't know how to play Rock, Paper, Scissors, I guess. But basically there's two rooms here, so you can't see each other. There's the three buttons, Rock, Paper, Scissors, and Rock, Paper, Scissors, and the color of wool corresponds with who won in the output. So red is a win over here, but red is a loss over here because this guy is the blue player. And so black is a tie, red is loss, blue is win, and over here, blue is loss, red is win. You get the idea. Okay, so I'm just going to play a couple rounds of multiplayer by myself, just to show you how it works first. So if, say, I pick rock, and buddy over here picks scissors, then he lost, and he won, he, she, whoever's playing. And if I pick paper, and paper, then they both pop out saying, oh, it's a tie, so you can tell and you just play again. And then if this guy picks paper again, because he's not very smart or something, and this guy picks scissors, then win, loss. So you understand that. Multiplayer, it's not too hard to do that. But I added a single player mode when you flick the lever, and it's not very reliable. I've been searching for a way to fix it, but I eventually gave up because it was just, I couldn't find a way to make it any longer. It works though. It's a very good randomizer, but note it can take up to that should say 1 minute. It can take up to 1 minute for the computer to make its choice. So I'll just continue talking while it's deciding, but if I hit rock, and then the torch will go off, signifying that it's thinking, yeah. And so basically, it doesn't really tell you what it's picked, but you can kind of guess, because if I pick rock and then I lose, the only possible outcome for the AI to have picked would be exactly what it did, which would be paper. And so you can kind of tell which one it would have picked without having to see the entire display. I'll just try one more round because that one was quick. If I hit paper, and then we shall see. The light will go off in a second, that light. It's off. And then, let's see. I hope it doesn't take too long because that just gets really boring. I was searching, like I said, I was searching for a way. I got it down to taking like 5 seconds to decide, but the problem was if I hit rock, it would say I lost. Oh, look, it's a tie with paper. If I hit scissors, it would say loss. If I hit rock, it would say win. If I hit paper, it would say tie, and it would do that every single time. So that's basically why it's not working before, but let's try scissors, because I think I just hit paper. So let's see with scissors. Another long wait. It's thinking. It's thinking. I'm thinking. Anyone seen Night at the Museum 2? The thinker guy? That's so funny. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. We're gonna have a long wait ahead of us, I can tell. Because for some reason the thing, it really doesn't like scissors. If I hit rock and paper, it takes like you saw, it takes like 10 seconds. But in all my experience, hitting scissors takes like 30 seconds, so I don't know why. But it really doesn't like scissors. So we'll just wait and enjoy the solitude of the rock, paper, scissors arena. Come on, hurry up. One of the bugs it has too, there's still a couple bugs in it, and one of the bugs is that sometimes the light will go off fast for its thinking, and it'll come back on without it actually picking anything, which is kind of strange, but I don't know why it happens. And why are you taking so long? Ugh, really doesn't like scissors, like, at all. Oh, yay. I win. Okay. So now that you've seen the torch, I don't know why, for some reason it did rock, loss, paper, tie, scissors, win, but it is truly random. I can assure you of that because I've tested a lot of times. So that was just some weird coincidence. But now I'll show you the wiring a little bit, just to let you have an idea of what's going on behind the scenes of the rock, paper, scissors machine. So now I'm going to switch over to my redstone technician with other fancy terms guy, so I know all the logic gates and whatever. So basically, you've got the 3 buttons right here, and each one leads down. I color coded them with wool just so I could build it easier and explain things easier to you. So you've got a bank of NOR latches here, and every time one of the inputs goes to here, I'll put a torch down right now. It goes under there, and then what that does is that saves the memory so that if player 1 hits his button and it goes here, and then player 2 hits his button, but it's like 10 seconds after because a button only has limited charge, then it holds it, because you wouldn't want to hit the button and then he hits the button and then nothing happens and you'd have to hit it like the exact same time. So basically it uses the NOR latch to save the charge input. But then it goes down here and we have this whole wall of AND gates, or AND gates, along here. And so basically the rock line goes across, and there are 9 possible outputs for all the combinations of rock, paper, scissors, and 3 of them result in player 1 winning, 3 of them result in tie, and 3 of them result in player 2 winning. So we have each input leads to 1 gate in each of these 3 sections. So over here, the rock is this half of the AND gate is deactivated, and over here in the tie this half is, and over here in the player 1 wins this half is. And if player 2 picks paper, like that, then it goes across here, and it also goes across to its section of AND gates, but only one of them actually, both halves are connected in one of them. So you have a bunch of half deactivated AND gates, but there's only one where they're both deactivated, and that's what gets the charge through, and then it just travels down here, until it gets up to the redstone vertical tower. And then it just goes across and inputs into both of the pistons, showing it. And then for the reset, because otherwise you'd have to manually reset the NOR latches every time, basically it just, when it goes across here, it goes down, and there's just this long line of really delayed repeaters, and that just blinks it for a second, enough that the NOR latch resets. But here, I wonder if I can show you, because it's already activated, so let's try that. Boosh, doosh, and then it goes like doot, 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 and blinks it, and then it turns off again, or something like that. Yeah, it blinks it on, off, it's off, and then it's on, and then it's off, because you saw it on and on, but basically it's off until the thingy gets into it. Yeah. And then, just to show you the single player a little bit, it was a bit more complicated to make. It took like 4 days to design and install it into here and whatever, because I made it after I did a bunch of updates and all that. But it's underneath it, basically, and every button here on this side has it going into the ground somewhere, and then it comes out somewhere on every part of here, on every line of here, and that just tells it which one to do. So it's kind of complicated down here. It's very confusingly messy and stuff, but basically it just, if I can find my way, it was really hard to plug in all of the inputs and outputs up there, but basically every input on player 1 side leads down here somehow and pulses this NOR latch off, and then the lever upstairs will if you flick it, it will deactivate this one, and then that, when it receives the charge from there, will set off the AI, and then the reset system, once it's picked its decision, over here, it kind of, I don't know if you can see, I'm afraid to break that. Yeah, I just broke something, but I don't care. So it comes down here, and then it just resets the NOR after it has made its decision. So that's the AI part, and that's basically it. That was the most complicated part of the machine. I like this old style of decoder here because it's just easier to navigate and stuff. I know people like to use whatever, like fancy binary decoders and whatever. I don't like those. But anyway, my rock, paper, scissors and all of its glory, even though rock, paper, scissors has been done so many times before, people have overkilled it, and there are a lot that are better than mine. I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did. So you can probably see some more projects coming from me, Redstone projects, soon. I'm working on actually a tic-tac-toe game, if you can see. Switch it to, no, not rain, blah. Where are you, tic-tac-toe? It's over here, yeah, up there. That's the tic-tac-toe game that I'm working on. So you can probably see that soon. But if you did enjoy this and you want to like look at it for yourself, there will be a Planet Minecraft download link in the description. On the post, I think I have a schematic for MC Edit and a world save. So you can just download it there if you want, just to take a look and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed Rock, Paper, Scissors by me. And until next time, goodbye.